The dreaded Gotham Knights game. Now, of course, a lot of people were expecting this to be another Arkham-style game, and it is, sort of, but it isn't. But was it really that bad at launch? Well, yes, it has performance issues, which are horrific, but more recently, I've made a video on Stalker 2, and that game has just come out, and that has performance issues, but people are still loving it and giving it high praises, and confusing a lot of people, which then purchase the game and realise how terribly it's running. But that confusion aside, is Gotham Knights really a bad game? No, not at all. Should you pick this up at full price? Absolutely not. Right now on CD keys, you can get this game for like £2.69, so less than £3. Definitely worth that. If you can get this game for £10 or less, I'm sure you won't feel any kind of buyer's remorse. The game has a lot of content in it, and it was really a really good story, in all honesty, and I quite liked it. It does have really good graphics. It has some pretty fun gameplay. It's a lot more simplistic than it is in the Arkham series, but that's fine. The story, like I said, is good, but it's just, the thing is that I think the price tag was a little too high, and the city of Gotham does feel a little underwhelming, and although there are crimes that you can go and do which vary from bank robberies to hostage situations to having to stop defuse bombs and all that kind of stuff, it's just it just, I don't know, I think people had some expectations that it didn't lead up to. It does have a pretty lengthy main storyline. There are a load of side quests which lead to like Clayface or that kind of stuff. There's a lot of character development. They're not missions as such, they're cutscenes which are optional, but you can go and do, which are really cool. There's loads of different costumes that you can equip for each of the 4 characters. Of course, those 4 characters are Batgirl, they are Robin, and technically 2 other Robins in Nightwing and in the Red Hood. And the Red Hood hits really hard. He has his guns, but I think they fire rubber bullets or something, which is a little lame. Nightwing does have, I think he has the best combat and the best maneuvering around, although I do like Robin's stealth takedowns and whatnot. I think they're pretty cool. But Barbara Gordon's Batgirl as well, she's pretty awesome in what she does. Now, there's plenty to unlock. There's plenty of customization besides the costumes. There's loads to find. There's loads of really cool dynamic dialogue, which is really awesome, and the combat, although simplistic, can be pretty satisfying. You can also unlock the ability to glide around, and you can also have a bike which helps you mooch around the city. Now, when I first made a video on this game last year, or the year before I think, it had a lot more performance issues than it does now. It still does have some, but all I did was just drop the resolution down from 1440 to 1080, and the game still looks good, and it cleaned it right up for me, and I was able to play it without any hindrance whatsoever, which I am glad at. Now, unfortunately, still on consoles and Steam, it's at like £50 and up, which is far too much money for the game. There is co-op, so you can play with randoms and you can play with friends. It's pretty much dead online, so if you want to play with anyone, you're probably going to want to play with friends, because queuing up for someone else is just, well, that's just the way it is. Now, can the combat get repetitive at times? Yeah, sure, of course it can. It's the same with anything. Even the Arkham games, even though it's awesome, it'll be repetitive the more you do it. And unfortunately, this game just got beat with a bat when it came out and just kind of got killed, so any additional DLC or anything that they were going to add, that's just all gone out the window now, unfortunately. But it's definitely worth picking up if you can get the game on offer, 100%. I had quite a lot of fun playing it again more recently, because I thought, hey, I'll make a video on this to see what it's like now, and I never thought it was a terrible game to start with. I thought it was overhated. There's a lot of games that are overhated, and Gotham Knights was definitely one of them. But please check it out for yourself. Like I said, do not pick it up full price. It's like £2.69 on CD keys. Get it for that and have as much fun as you want to have with the game. Do not pay 50 quid for it on Steam. Do not pay more than that for it on consoles. It's definitely not worth that, but it is worth something, especially if you are a DC fan, a comics fan. There's plenty here for you to get just teeth into. But please let me know what you guys think of Gotham Knights down below, and as always, thank you very much for watching.
I mean, not here, but somewhere like here. It's nice. Oh me. Real homie. I like what you did with the bricks. I bet I could stay up here all night.
Sure you can. Dick? Dick!
I was an acrobat, you know.
Fine, you can sit. But you have got to shut up.